The entertainment world was set ablaze this week after a shocking public confession by Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning sent waves of disbelief, excitement, and intense speculation across global fan communities. What was expected to be a routine public appearance quickly transformed into one of the most talked about moments in recent pop culture history. The two rising stars, who have long been surrounded by rumors regarding their relationship and private lives, appeared together at a highly anticipated media event. Fans initially expected the usual scripted answers, polite smiles, and promotional talk. However, what unfolded was anything but ordinary. As cameras flashed and journalists eagerly raised their questions, the atmosphere suddenly shifted when Xiaoyu paused before answering a seemingly harmless question about recent collaborations. With a calm yet visibly emotional expression, Xiaoyu glanced toward Tian Xuning, an exchange that did not go unnoticed by the audience or viewers watching online. "I think it's time we stop hiding," Xiaoyu said, breaking the silence that had fallen over the venue. The statement alone was enough to send shockwaves through social media, but what followed escalated the situation even further. Tian Xuning, who had been standing quietly, stepped forward and nodded in agreement. The two then proceeded to share a heartfelt confession that many fans had long speculated about but never expected to hear so openly. While the exact details of their revelation remain partially ambiguous, adding even more fuel to the viral frenzy, the emotional sincerity in their words was undeniable. They spoke about trust, shared struggles, and the pressure of living under constant public scrutiny. At one point, Tian Xuning admitted that keeping everything hidden has been more exhausting than we ever imagined. Within minutes, clips of the moment flooded platforms like TikTok, X formerly Twitter, and Instagram. Hashtags related to Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning skyrocketed to the top of trending charts worldwide. Fans expressed a mix of shock, joy, confusion, and overwhelming support. Some longtime supporters claimed they had always known there was something deeper between the two, pointing to past interviews, subtle interactions, and behind-the-scenes moments as evidence. Others, however, were caught completely off guard, struggling to process what the confession might truly mean. "This feels unreal. I'm shaking," one fan wrote in a viral post that gained hundreds of thousands of likes within hours. Another commented, "Whether it's friendship, love, or something else entirely, I just hope they're happy and free now." Despite the emotional wave of support, the revelation has also sparked intense debate. Critics argue that the ambiguity of the confession leaves too much room for interpretation, suggesting it could be a strategic move to generate attention. Meanwhile, supporters counter that the vulnerability displayed in such a high-pressure setting cannot be easily fabricated. Industry insiders have also begun weighing in on the situation. Some believe this moment could mark a turning point in how public figures handle personal disclosures, especially in regions where privacy and public image are tightly controlled. Others warn that the intense spotlight following this event could bring new challenges for both Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning. Interestingly, neither Xiaoyu nor Tian Xuning has released a formal follow-up statement since the event. Their silence has only intensified public curiosity, with fans analyzing every detail from body language to past social media posts in search of clues. Media outlets across multiple countries have picked up the story, each offering their own interpretation of what the confession truly signifies. Some headlines describe it as a brave act of honesty, while others frame it as a mysterious revelation that raises more questions than answers. What makes this moment particularly powerful is not just the content of the confession, but the context in which it occurred. In an industry often criticized for its polished facades and controlled narratives, the raw authenticity displayed by Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning stands out. Observers note that the emotional connection between the two was evident long before this incident. Their collaborations, public appearances, and subtle interactions had already built a strong narrative in the eyes of fans. This confession, whether confirming or redefining that narrative, has undeniably cemented their place at the center of global attention. As the story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: this moment will have lasting implications. Whether it leads to greater transparency in the entertainment industry or remains a unique, unforgettable event, the impact is already undeniable. For now, fans around the world remain glued to their screens, waiting for any update, clarification, or new development. Until then, the viral confession of Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning will continue to dominate conversations, proving once again how powerful and unpredictable the world of entertainment can be. In the end, perhaps the most important takeaway is the human element behind the headlines. Beyond the fame, speculation, and viral trends, this was a moment of vulnerability shared in front of millions, a reminder that even the brightest stars carry stories that are deeply personal, complex, and, at times, impossible to hide. The aftermath of the confession continues to ripple far beyond the initial viral moment, as fans and media alike begin to notice subtle shifts in the behavior and public image of Xiaoyu and Tian Xuning. In the days following the event, both stars have maintained a noticeably lower profile, avoiding major public appearances while still remaining active enough online to keep the conversation alive. Eagle-eyed fans were quick to pick up on small but meaningful details. A recently posted photo by Xiaoyu, for instance, featured a caption many interpreted as reflective and deeply personal. Though it did not directly reference the confession, phrases about freedom, honesty, and finally breathing sparked renewed speculation about the emotional weight behind their public statement. Meanwhile, Tian Xuning shared a short video clip that appeared simple at first glance, just a quiet moment in a studio, but fans quickly flooded the comments section with interpretations. Many believed the calm, almost contemplative tone of the video hinted at a sense of relief, as if a long-held burden had finally been lifted. The entertainment industry itself has started to respond in subtle but telling ways. Brands that have previously collaborated with the two stars have remained supportive, with some even increasing promotional activity involving past campaigns. This suggests that, rather than harming their careers, the confession may have strengthened their public appeal by showcasing authenticity, a quality increasingly valued by global audiences. However, not everything has been smooth. Reports have emerged of divided reactions within certain fan circles. While a large portion of supporters has embraced the moment as courageous and inspiring, others remain uncertain, questioning whether the ambiguity of the confession leaves too many unanswered questions. This divide has led to heated debates across online platforms, with discussions sometimes becoming intensely emotional.